Well, good morning all. This is Patricia and I'm traveling for history. I'm in Bisbee, Arizona today, and specifically this is the Bisbee Restoration Museum. I am thrilled to say that because I know people, that I am allowed to film in the attic, where I'm standing right now, which is closed to the public. So I can show you neat stuff that you wouldn't get to see otherwise. All right, let me do a pan so you can see, and actually, those are chandeliers, and the thought is that they may have been used here in this building. And continue to pan for you. Look at those fabulous windows, and that in the middle is a door, has a Juliet balcony attached to it too. I love the fire hose, don't you? And we have these frosted windows right here. And pan around, there's another frosted window right there. So, this building was a department store. And Bisbee has had a zillion fires over the years. The original building that was here was a one-story wooden building, which burned to the ground. Story goes that it was over-insured, so much so that the owner was able to build this four-story department store. 4 stories. Now, there's a corridor that attaches this building to the one behind it, but that is defunct now, that's separate ownership. So let's take a walk, shall we? Now, these are World War II storyboards, and fascinating. You know, as people die, their relatives tend to donate things to the museum. But this chair behind them, this is a Knights of Pythian chair. And let me just zoom in so you see that a bit better. Isn't that beautiful? On the second floor, which will be on later in a different video, they have a whole bunch of lodge furniture. I can hardly wait to film that stuff. So we can see leather back, leather seat, and this massive, oh, maybe it's oak. I was thinking maybe it was mahogany, but maybe it's oak. Very sturdy. Absolutely. I'm wondering, because it's so tall and exceptionally ornate, I don't know what the ones downstairs look like right now. Wonder if this is the, I don't know what the chief would be called. The only thing I can think of is that Flintstone's Grand Poobah. So please don't get mad I use that phrase. Or get mad, but you know, that's fine. This over here, this door back here is a fire door. There's one on each floor, looks the same. I can't really get back there far enough to show you the rest of the door, but pretty cool. You see lots of boxes. There's clothing up here. In case you're wondering, they do rotate things from up here down onto the other and to the rest of the floors. It depends. Plenty of Christmas decorations too. Look at those. Aren't they cool? Yes, they are. And that stuff over there too. How nifty is that? As we continue on this side of the building, you see the clothing, and yes, I'm allowed to do this. I was just told I could do this. So, oops. There was a woman who donated a variety of prom dresses and a poodle skirt. You'll see the poodle skirt when I film the first floor in yet another video. And she used to come and admire those things, but she no longer does because she passed on. All sorts of mannequins in various stages of legs or not being attached. Neat stuff. This is one of those, what are they called? You know, when you put the dress on it, and a dress form. I think it's called a dress form. But if you know, please let me know in the comments below. Oh, and here is a perambulator, a pram, where you put your baby in there, and it's pretty easy to push. Typically, the wheels are really nice and big, and has that piece back there that can be shade for your baby's head. This is a suitcase. Since I never know the age group, well, I know the age group typically who watches my videos, but in case you've never seen this kind of suitcase before, that's a suitcase. Oh, looky at that. Wow. I love that. Watches, jewelry, and repairing. And it's a pocket watch. Wow. That's so cool. In case, well, you've heard me geek out in just about all of my videos, so this should not be a surprise. We have this Native American statue with a dog, and he is holding a, what is that, a shotgun? No, it's a rifle. You see, it has that flintlock right there. And we see he has a knife on his hip. Very cool. Don't know what kind of Native American he would be, because I'm sorry, I don't know that kind of history too well. Well, let me just say, I don't know it at all. But really, if you know, please tell us in the comments below. Bunch of vacuum cleaners right there, or floor cleaners anyway. On a side note, my grandfather had owned the first appliance store in Detroit that carried all the different brands under one roof. And I remember his wife had, my grandmother had a vacuum cleaner. I think it was kind of unusual back then, but yeah. And she had a nice new washing machine, no more those washboards and those old washers where you had to bring the clothes through the rollers, get your arm through there. Ugh. All right, enough about my family history. I love this. We're just going to gaze at it for another moment or two. Gosh darn, that's good. These are light globes. The sunlight is behind this stuff, so it does give a nice look to things. And some of these, most of these I think would have been ceiling fixtures, though I think these smaller ones would be wall sconces. Definitely ceiling. And look at this door. I love that half fan window up there and this amazing door. And we can see it's a Juliet balcony, so you can't actually step onto it. It's called a Juliet balcony from Romeo and Juliet. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou? And it's on the main drag of Bisbee. This is the downtown area of Bisbee. I would not try to step out there. Not even going to try the door. But believe it or not, it was snowing earlier. Yep, brought it with me. Not. All right. Great view from up here, too. Nice radiator. They had a new heating system installed, which is quite nice. It's actually warm in here. School desk, what's left of it. I remember these kinds of desks when I was in school. A mixture of this and the plastic and metal kind. How many of you remember these kinds of school desks? You know, as a fat kid, sometimes these are really hard to get in and out of. Love these windows. I mean, look how huge these are. Huge. What is that, like 4 or 5 feet across? And then you have this mountain road back there. Wonder what that is. I think that's some type of window. I was thinking it was like for a picture frame or something, but no, I think that's a window. Some bed frames. Books. Oh, I love me some books. Manual of Geography. I don't see it. What does this say? Something geographical series. Not sure what the first word is. And what's this book over here? Elements of Pathology. Oh, Elements of Pathology. This one right here. Holy cow. Who doesn't love that? And who's the author? Is that the author? Blackiston? I can't think of a publisher by that name. Oh, I'd love to get my hands on these books. Dental State Board Questions and Answers by, looks like Gep. And then Saunders down here. Maybe there is a publisher. Oh my gosh, I would love to go through these books. Did I already say that? Let's see. Those books are upside down to us, but holy cow. Holy cow. Wow. So many cool things. Yeah, this is the type of vacuum as well, the Orec vacuum cleaner. I think door-to-door salesmen sold those. Salad wafers, dainty salted crackers. Oh, don't we all want to eat dainty salted crackers? There are license plates in this. This one's dated 1949. I wonder if that's a typewriter case, because there are typewriters up here. They have on the first floor an area of items for kids to touch. I have to say, as an adult, I touched that stuff too. They had typewriters. They had a typewriter that you could, that you could click away on, and they had a rotary phone. I thought, oh my, we had something similar to that when I was a kid. How about you? Do you remember rotary phones? Do you know what a rotary phone is? It's okay if you don't. I'm just wondering if you do. And let's see, what does this one look like? Oh, essentially the same. I'm not going to touch them. That's a Royal. And what are you? Can we see? I don't see a name up there either. I'm going to go ahead and cover that up. My friend left stuff uncovered for me, some stuff uncovered for me, with the promise that I would cover it again. Ooh. Pretty sure that would be for coffee. I think this is a percolator. but the kind of percolator you put out for people to, like friends or family to come over. Not necessarily for an event, for instance. It's a pretty nice one. Well, this one says Southern Comfort on it. Yeah, we're talking, I think it looks like one of those mixing, what are they called? I've seen them on those, I've seen them on TV. You can let me know. Please let me know. Oh, a cash register. Wow. When was the last time any one of us has seen a cash register like that? Forever? Oh, and up at the very top there, on the right-hand side, anybody recognize that kind of typewriter? That was like the crown jewel of typewriters. It's an IBM Selectric. My friend's mother at work had one of those. She typed 100 words per minute. And she was able to get one in a garage sale and have one at home. And she'd type her daughter's papers. That's fabulous. I mean, she had it, what, you're done already with 6 pages? Child's play. More typewriters. Oh, wow. This is word processor. And you could print. Wow. I remember these when I was, was I in college then? I think I was in college then. Well, maybe I was in high school then. I think college though. It wasn't, it's just, I love to be speechless. This is a radio. Beautiful radio. Clearly needs some refinishing. But just, oh my gosh, just beautiful. I don't know what some of these things are. Like this thing right here. Maybe that's for, oh, I think that's for fixing like maybe a telephone line. Anybody know? More type. They have a lot of typewriters. They have on the second floor a ton of typewriters too. Ooh, a trumpet. Look at the whole trumpet in the shot. Oh, and adding machines. I remember these too. But, you know what's fun, by the way, is when folks who are considered younger, people in their 20s, who may be thinking, well, this is really old stuff, you will get there too. Let's say you have a YouTube channel when you're my age, and you can talk about the old technology when, if you're filming this kind of stuff. Highly recommended, by the way. Highly recommended. Bunch of instruments down here. I don't know what they are, because I'm not going to open any cases. But, wow. And a drum. This would be more of a marching band drum, because we can see it has straps. Another typewriter right there. And this is a cash register. We know that it was bought in 1930 for the Crystal Palace in Tombstone, later used as St. Elmo's in Bisbee. And it was donated by Mr. and Mrs. Fred Canham. That's a big cash register. The St. Elmo's is the oldest bar still in operation in Arizona. More school desks. I remember this kind too. Elementary school? Maybe. Now my mother talked about this kind right here. The seat in front, of course, is attached to this, and this was for the inkwell. Of course, this is to hold the pencil that you were using. So in case you don't know about an inkwell, They're used with fountain pens. So you would, now as I understand it, you would put the point in. I think you would draw ink up into the pen, tap it off, and then you write. I think that's just, because I didn't know what that was, and I was just describing it to my mother. She said, "Oh, that's blah blah blah." Cool. Got a radio here. 1937 Philco, one of the first worldwide commercial receivers sold, displayed by Mr. W.C. Ellerisk, Bisbee, Arizona. Let me see if I can, well, that's pretty good. And I'll come over here so you can see it better. It's missing it, it's dials, or it's knobs rather. It's the dials up there. And you tune into whatever frequency you wanted. What do I want to show you? Oh, it's over here. Okay, coming around, we have the George C. Bugan, no idea. Best wishes. Southern Peru Copper Corporation, Smelter Division, Ilo, Peru, 1980. Bisbee is a mining town, copper predominantly. Oops. And you'll see copper all over the place here. Copper doors. On one of the schools, they have the entrance doors are copper. Amazing. Really amazing. And this is what I want to show you. Oops. These are movie projectors. So you'd put the film strip on these things here, and then you would thread it through the machine, and once you turn the light on, you could watch the movie on whatever screen you have. And you can see this would be how it projected out. So I remember a different style projector that I used once, I think, as a volunteer. I was really nervous about threading it, because if you threaded it the wrong way, it would be crooked. Does anybody want to watch a picture crooked? No, of course not. So I wonder if these were used in a school. Don't know. What does that say? Motor and lamp. That's what that says over here. And oh, there we go. It's a little blurry. So cool. And what does this one say? Oh, you can do slow or fast. Right there. So cool. I don't know about you, but I love stuff with gears. You see, this one says Wollensack. I'm guessing that's the brand. I've never heard of it. How about you? I'm going to pause this for a moment so I can put the sheet back on. And this, of course, is likely a Singer sewing machine. Yep, Singer sewing machine. 1906. Singer treadle sewing machine. Model 15, serial number 175631. And drawers that open. These pulleys on them. And there's one drawer there, two drawers on either side. And there's the treadle right there. I'm sure, like so many others who are watching I took home ec as well and learned how to sew, hand sew. We didn't get to use a sewing machine, or at least I didn't get to use a sewing machine. Probably just as well. I like my fingers without needles through them. Oh dear! You know I can't resist, right? These seats came from the movie theater. The movie theater still exists, by the way. That right there, back there, that's a dumbwaiter. There is an elevator that goes from the basement up here to this attic area. It is not in operating condition. It's not used at all. It works by pulleys, so it's not electric. You pull it up, so there's that. And then over here in the back, that gray thing right there. Let me zoom in. Bisbee used to have a trolley that ran up the streets. It ran all over the place, certainly up the street, the main street in Bisbee. And that is a sign that had the times on it. I don't think I can do it justice. Can I get over there? Oh, I can. Bless them for having walkways. By the way, this is an historical society museum. And all historical society museums need our love and money. They would love to have someone restore this, make it readable again. And I'm just putting it out there. Money helps with that. Expertise is critical. All right. So, the top one. I don't know, the cars leave for Tombstone Tombstone Canyon on the hour and half hour. That's that one there, top one. Middle one, Lowell and Warren, 6 minutes to the hour, and 25 minutes after the hour. Nowadays, Lowell and Warren are districts of Bisbee, but they were their own towns at one point. Lowell car leaves quarter after hour and quarter to hour. And then this slide, gosh, can we see this? Butter kissed? I have no idea. Oops. I think there's a B. I'm sure there's a B. Butter kissed, popcorn, fresh roasted, peanuts, cigars, tobacco, and games. Candy. What is the top one? Butter? I don't know what kissed is. I'll have to ask my friend if she knows. Butter kissed, popcorn, fresh roasted, peanuts, cigars, tobacco, candy. Hopefully you can see all this. And there are, here's another book, Me and Mama by Walter and Dolores Swan. How we raised 8 kids and survived. No kidding, right? Holy cow. But, larger families were the thing back then. Prices were reasonable. Not just in today's market, but, you could afford to own a house and have a vehicle and pay your bills with one person's salary or wages, and minimum wage. You could do that on minimum wage. But Betty is a Bailey, Betty Bailey. A traveling trunk, I would guess. I mean, no one could consider traveling with trunks like that, but you know, if you're riding on some sort of modern conveyance, ooh, chinoiserie. And it's a serving cart. Pretty wild. And then the fire hose. How close to the fire hose can I get? Oh, I should do a video on the history of the fire hose. Yep, the history of the fire hose. I was doing research on something else, well, something related to the fire hose, and then I went down that rabbit hole. It was fascinating. I may share that with you, because I think you'd like it too. We have more Christmas lights, some sort of artwork. Not my style, but who cares? That looks like copper. And yet another typewriter. Isn't that beautiful? Looks like porcelain right there. Looks like a, I wonder if that's a ceiling light. I don't know what those things are at all. They get all sorts of donations here. So one never knows what's going to be coming through the door next. Oh, one ringy dingy, two ringy dingy. Ernestine, Lily Tomlin, switchboard operator. You know, it was funny in the day, but it may lose something over time. I don't know why there's that hole in the wall there, but there is. All right, well, this is Patricia, and I'm traveling for history. I sure hope you enjoyed the tour of the attic here at the Bisbee Restoration Museum here in Bisbee, Arizona, an area that no one can come up to. So really, really cool. And until I see you again, I really appreciate you coming along with me today. Hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and I shall see you soon. Bye now.